We spend a huge portion of our lives sitting inside glass boxes. Whether commuting or on long road trips, our vehicles are mobile terrariums, and standard factory glass offers almost zero defense against the environment outside. Instead of shielding you, untreated windows act like magnifying glasses, pulling intense solar energy directly into the cabin and trapping the heat inside. Over time, that relentless exposure destroys valuable materials. It bakes automotive plastics until dashboards crack, and bleaches expensive leather and fabric upholstery until they permanently fade. Living behind standard glass in regions with harsh summers turns expensive assets into vulnerable thermal traps. To actually protect them, we have to look closely at what passes through the window. This chart breaks down the solar energy penetrating a window into 3 distinct bands. We have visible light, which causes driving glare, ultraviolet or UV rays, and infrared or IR heat. For decades, traditional dyed window films were the standard solution, but they were engineered specifically to block visible light. They darken the window while the invisible UV and infrared waves pass right through the filter. Reducing that visible glare gives you a shaded effect, but it offers practically zero thermal protection. Those unimpeded infrared waves are the actual source of solar heat, and they cause interior temperatures to climb. A standard dyed tint provides a cosmetic illusion of shade. It makes the cabin look cooler while leaving the core structural and thermal problems completely unsolved. To solve the heat problem, you need an engineered physical layer designed to tackle the invisible spectrum. That is what premium ceramic film does. The core technology relies on nano-ceramic particles. These are microscopic, highly structured materials that are completely non-conductive and non-metallic. This cross-section shows the particles creating a physical barrier. It selectively rejects up to 90% of incoming infrared heat, while letting visible light weave cleanly through the gaps. At the same time, this exact barrier deflects 99.9% of harmful interior fading ultraviolet rays. By selectively filtering the solar spectrum, this technology decouples visible light from invisible heat. It lowers the solar heat gain of the window without sacrificing optical clarity. Older window films tried to block heat using thin layers of metal. They cooled the cabin, but they introduced a technological side effect that ruins modern driving. Wrapping a vehicle in metallic film inadvertently creates a Faraday cage, named after Michael Faraday. It's a physical enclosure that traps and disrupts electromagnetic fields. Inside that metallic cage, the vital signals you rely on every day drop out. GPS navigation fails, cellular data stalls, and tollway transponders stop communicating. Because nano-ceramic particles are strictly non-metallic and non-conductive, this issue is avoided. Your modern devices remain completely unaffected by the tint. To be functionally viable in today's connected world, a thermal barrier has to be electromagnetically transparent. Ceramic technology gives you the climate control of heavy metals with zero signal interference. Zooming out from microscopic particles, we see these exact same thermal physics impacting our largest spaces. Commercial buildings with expansive glass facades struggle to manage intense solar radiation during the midday peak. When you apply architectural ceramic film to these buildings, you reject solar energy right at the surface of the glass. This reduces the daily cooling load forced onto the HVAC systems. That reduced operational strain translates directly into lower monthly utility expenses. The building becomes physically cheaper to operate. The initial cost of installing architectural ceramic film is quickly offset by these measurable, long-term energy savings. High-performance glass treatment serves as an engineered layer of asset protection. It preserves the physical lifespan of expensive automotive interiors and office furnishings, while improving daily human comfort. As regional climates trend toward hotter extremes, deploying an invisible thermal barrier becomes a practical necessity for long-term property and vehicle maintenance. Deploying a selective shield against the invisible solar spectrum is the most effective way to truly take control of our built environments.